Sadi Namo Dasa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahado Sama Sambuddhasa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahado Sama Sambuddhasa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahado Sama Sambuddhasa. So last Monday we finished Mahakusala, first Mahakusala Chitta, Kotasa Vada. So there are three main sessions for each Siddha, for each Chitta. Number one is the Dhamma Vavutthana. Dhamma Vavutthana, analysis of the Dhamma. And then number two is the Kotasa, group analysis. And then the last one is Sunyata. So that trying to analyze whether there is anything in these, any entity among these dhammas or in these dhammas, in these states. So, Sunyata Vara. In the Sunyata Vara, you see on the page number, here to page number 35. 35, Dhammasaṅgaṇī Bali, page number 35. Paragraph number 121. Up to paragraph number 145. Paragraph number 145. So in the very first paragraph, that is paragraph number 121, there you can find Tasmain Kobana Samaye Dhamma Hondi Kanda Hondi. So without specifying with the number, how many Dhamma or how many Kanda, how many Ayadana, how many Dhatu, etc. In the previous session, Kotasa Vara, so there is what? Chadaro, Kanda, Hondi, Dwe, Ayadana, Hondi, something like that, with the number. Huh? With the number of the Dhamma, they trying to analyze. But here, without specifying with the number, so they just the Buddha just mentioned that the Dhamma is there, the Khanda is there, Ayadana, and so on. So the one significant is that here in this classification there is one more extra one, that is the Dhamma. Okay, the first one. Tasmai Kobana Samaye Dhamma Hondi. Dhamma is Dhamma has many meanings. But here in this context, Community explained that it should be taken in the sense of a nature, sabhava. Okay, sabhava thena. Because these 50, how many Dhamma? These Dhamma, maybe 56 or more than that. Jivabanaka Dhamma, including Jivabanaka Dhamma 9. So altogether 65. So these Dhammas, these states are just natures, natural phenomena. There is no creator or whatever. So that they are just happening in according to their nature, according to its nature. That's why it is called Dhamma, Khanda, Ayadana. Altogether we have 24, okay, 24 Dhammas here. On the paragraph number 121, there you can count up to the Dhamma Dhatu. From the Dhamma to Dhamma Dhatu, there you will see only these entities, the Dhamma, natural states. So And then the following is Kadama, Kadame, Dasame, Samaye, Dhamma, Hondi. What are these Dhamma? Other time, the Buddha mentioned, when the Buddha classified the Dhamma, the Buddha just classified Khanda, Vijnana Khanda, Sanya Khanda, Sankhara Khanda, Vijnana Khanda. So the same thing for the Khanda. So the remaining things up to the 145, they are no, there is a there is a no significant difference. So let me see. So Nyadawada, in the commentary they are giving what? So Nyadawada Arado, Udesa Nidesa, there are two sessions. Unlike a previous session, there are Odesa, Nidesa, and Badi Nidesa, right? Here we have Odesa and Nidesa. Odesa means a brief description. Nidesa means what? A detailed description, detailed explanation. So the first paragraph is Odesa. Okay. First paragraph is what? 1, 2, 1. That is Odesa. And then starting from 1, 2, 2 up to the 145. Up to the end of 145, that is what? Nadesa. So this Dhamma Hondi here, Chadu Visadi Kotasa Hondi, Dhamma Hondi di Imina. So there are 24 Chadu Visadi Kotasa groups are there. Sabha Kotase Suja Chadaro Dwi Dayodi Kanana Bridgido Na Wodo. How many? The Buddha didn't mention how many. Why? Kasama Sangha Wari Brijinada because in the previous session it has been analyzed. So Tata Brijina Dhamma Yewa Ida Vihoda. So whatever mentioned here is nothing but the Dhamma or entity that has been explained in the previous section. Nahita Sado wa Bawo wa Adda wa Ubalabadi. So the significant word here is that it want to express that there is no being, no sentient being, and then no Adda, no Bawa. So it is not available. So if we analyze it like this, then there you will find only the process, continuous process of the these mentalities, they are supporting and conditioning one another without the without the divine force or whatever external matter, but they are happening and according with their nature. So Dhamma wa edi, Dhamma mada asara. Okay, these are just merely Dhammas, states or natural phenomena. Asara. Okay, there is no essence. Abharinayaka. There is no leader. Or there is no leader to create or to make an order. Okay. So I will try to share the translation where it is. In the session of summary, otherwise called the session of the group. Okay. This session here, emptiness, Sonyada. Other session on the void or emptiness. Okay. because of such a division was made, has been made in the session or summary. So here only states no permanent beings. Okay, no permanent beings. Sayadaw only states no permanent beings. States are there where no soul is a no. This here no soul is a no now. Here also you can. Bhavo di Sayadaw Yogoji Yogoji wa ato. Here Bhava means Bhava here commented explain. No soul is a no. No permanent being, no sentient being. So they are just label sentient beings, human being, right? Deva, divine beings, animals. So they are just labels. So mean so under this label, there you can see what? Only the process, only the Dhamma. You are also process, programmed. You are also a kind of program. I'm also a kind of program. So they are working. But there is a new programmer. Yeah, on the following sentence there. Mere states without essence, without a guiding principle. Yeah, but Abari Nayaga. Abari Nayaga. So Abari Nayaga means something like a leader. Yeah, they interpret trying to translate as a guiding principle. It's a better you say leader without leader. It is it is to show the emptiness of this that they have stated here also. Okay. So Sonyadaya Dipanatam. So the Buddha just want to highlight what the state of emptiness, state of being empty. Okay, in this process. So the more you dig, the deeper you dig, and then the more emptiness you will find there. Uh, so with this purpose in mind, the Buddha explained. Dasama, the accommodator trying to conclude that. Dasama, therefore, eva metta ato viridabo, eva ita ato viridabo. So the meaning should be noted like this. So by the day, kama pasma kusala jeta arise. At the day, Chaitanga was in a obana, adideka bana sadhamma. Okay. The dhammas arise. 56, more than 56 dhammas arise because of they are in the sense of nature by means of the what? Pass. By means of the pass of consciousness. Chaitanga was in a Chaitanga was in a by virtue of a being better in the consciousness. Okay. Here, a translator explain that by virtue of a being better in consciousness. Yeah, the word Chidanga was Hina. So as a part of a consciousness is also okay. As a part of a consciousness, they rise. So these are the Dhamma only. Not in your Goji, Sado wa Bao wa Boso wa Bugalo wa Hodi di. So there is nothing as whatever, neither a being nor an individuality, nor a man, nor a person. Okay, so this is a kind of a vipassana, right? Something like a vipassana. So So when you practice a vipassana, when we practice vipassana, also whatever we see, the purpose. So finally, we are going to see this thing. There is just a processing. No I, no my, no he, no she. Nothing to be attached with the I. Okay. Since we remove the label I, then we are not attached to the things that are connected to us. That is my or my relative or my property or my book or my education or my idea and so on. So here, Tata Rasathena Khandawa Hondi. So the same thing. Similarly, these dhammas have been in the sense of a group or heap. That's why they are called a khanda and so on. So in the similar method, every word should be, as we explained in the previous uh, sessions, every word, the meaning of every word should be understood. Yasamabana jana do anyan janingam. Megadoa anyan megingan nati. Tasama ida jana hodi mego hodi. So one of the significant point is that in the past, but
Zero,
what?
zero.
Yeah,
Zero, how do you translate the word Chitanga Wasena, Zero?
Chaitanga at by means of wasena by means of anga means the parts, or maybe feda or how to say like a jananga, how to say jananga,
Uh, Factor,
jananga, huh?
factor.
Jananga, yeah, fedas, jhana fedas or chitta fedas. Mhm.
By
Yeah,
mean of,
by means of the fedas in the consciousness, or fedas in the consciousness also, okay.
so this Chikangwa Wasena refer to mental factors, Zero, or like Chitasika?
Yeah, Jittasika also, Jitta also,
Okay, thank you,
because
Zero.
56 dhammas, huh?
Thank
56
you.
dhammas. So here, in on the paragraph number 121, Dhammasaṅgaṇī, Uh, they use a jhana hodi, mego hodi. Okay, that point. Because previously, in the Sunyata, in the Kotasa Vara or previous Siddhamma Vavatana Vara, they are, what do you say, is, because they are, uh, the Buddha mentioned that with the number, Panjangi Ganjana hodi. Okay, because in this context, in this Sunyata Vara, there is no number is added. That's why simply say jhana hodi mego hodi, right? Jhana hodi mego hodi. So here commentator trying to explain that yasama bana jhana do anyan jhananga nati. So because there is no feather apart from the jhana. Okay, that's why that can be called a jhananga. That's why here simply say jhana only. So by saying jhana, it covers the feathers of the jhana. So also mega. So megado and megado wa anya meganga nati. Okay. There is no feathers or how to say path. No path feathers apart from the mega. So if there is no mega, there will be no meganga, right? If there is no jhana, there will be no jhaninga. So because of that, so they are. It means that they are inseparable. Avinabhava method. Avinabhava. So if we study Pali literature, there you will see what there are many methods applicable So by saying mega, we can get only megaga also. That is avina bhava, inseparable. The mother of inseparable. So here, upanijayana thena hi jana mewa, hedu thena megowa hodi. Upanijayana thena hi jana mewa, hedu thena megowa hodi. Na inyo koji sado wabawa wadi. So this is the same thing. In the jhana, even in the jhana, mega fed, but mega fed us or jhana fed us. So they are, because they have they possess the sense of what uh, paying attention, okay, looking at uh, the dhamma, looking at the object, or because of the being in the sense of cause. So they are called jhana. They are also mega, not any other person or not any other being. So this that's it, Sonya Dawada. So with this, so one explanation is finished here. Okay. So please keep in mind that altogether how many? 148 paragraphs. 145 paragraphs. 145. 145 paragraphs. The Buddha explained Pasma Kusala Jeta. Okay. So for this is the listeners are what? Devas. Deities, that's why they can maybe for us even to recite how within 1 hour, how many pages can we recite? Within 1 hour. Maybe 1 hour, maybe 20 pages. So that takes long time. So we normally we cannot concentrate on the object for 1 hour. Okay, complete. That's why in the classroom they make a rules what 45 minutes. Okay, maximum time is 45 minutes to teach or to preach, right? So because the human beings they have a complicated nature, okay, the body, physical body also complicated in nature. So mentally also complicated. That's why they cannot pay much attention on the object for a long time. So, but for the Deva, they are so much different from us. That's why they can pay attention easily. So the Buddha preached this only first Kusala Jeta. Okay, how how it arises, and then when it arises, and then what are the entities, pedas are there. They work together, and the Buddha trying to analyze one after another, and then uh, individually and also collectively the Buddha trying to explain Kotasavada, and then finally the Buddha trying to analyze, trying to explore, dig deeper, so to point out that there is no soul, no non-self, and also what only the Dhamma process is there. Okay, so processing.
Sorry, Sayadaw.
Mhm.
So what is the difference between Sato and the Bavo?
According to Sat commentary, Saddha itself is a bhava.
Yeah, so I check
Bhava
Diga is
means,
the Bavo is refers to Sato, but why
yes.
in the Atthakatha they give the different? It shows different Sato wa Bavo wa.
Bhavo boso right? Sado bhavo bhava means happening. Sado bhavo let me see. Uh, what the Myanmar Sayadaw explained. Ma ewa sado bhavo sadazi. Nothing explained. Bhava. something like a iti bhava, purisa bhava, right? Bhava means happening, state or something like a state. Yeah? Happen in the appearance of men or women or dog or deity and so on. So there may be they are happening, right? But in the different shape or different form. So don't how to say, don't confuse with the uh, bhava. Bhava is existence. Okay, bhava means happening. So, so maybe just we can take it as a synonyms. Okay, saddha, bhava, adda. So they are synonymously explained. Hmm. So the point is that there is no saddha, no adda. Okay, no saddha, no adda. So with this purpose in mind, the Buddha explained. So that's one when the Buddha appear in the world, the world is influenced, okay, over influenced by the concept of the atta, okay, atta, concept of the atta. So anicca dukkha already clear. People easily understood the nature and dukkha at that time. But regarding the anatta, they cannot imagine the word anatta. So because the doctrine of atta is so much influential at that time. So no one before the Buddha proclaimed that there is no atta at all. So that's why the anatta doctrine is a very uh, necessary at that time. And also with the doctrine of anatta, only when people uh, one way or another we have to accept that is anatta, right? So otherwise we will not be ready to follow the Buddha's instruction, training, ready to undertake the training, because we accept that there is anatta, okay, dukkha, anicca is there. So that we want to escape from this kind of uncontrollable, this kind of misery. Okay, so that's why we undertake Eightfold Noble Path. That means Sila, Samadhi, Panya, training. Eightfold Noble Path is nothing but a training that lead to the liberation from this kind of misery. So with this purpose in mind, the Buddha explained that. So so the point I like to tell you is that it takes a time for the Buddha to explain only first Mahakusala Jeta. Okay, the first Mahakusala Jeta alone, it takes maybe 145 paragraphs. So the gradual explanation is given there. The first one is the Dhamma Vavotana, detailed analysis of the every stage, and then another one is a collective explanation, and then the last one is deeper exploration, or the what, or the each Dhamma, okay, or each Dhamma. So finally, the Buddha want to mention that there is no other at all. So in this way, we can understand that this teaching is also a kind of what, another doctrine. Okay, that the doctrine that highlights or that shows mm, the wider the state of what void or emptiness. Okay, so if we understand that paragraph, first Mahakusala Jeta, second Mahakusala Jeta is so much easy for you, right? Second paragraph, second Dutiya Jeda, okay, Mahakusala Jeda, second Mahakusala Jeda. That is giving on the paragraph number 146 of the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, page number 38. Okay, 38. So nothing, not much different, but only one word with the only one different word. That is Sasaṅgārena. Okay. Somanasa Sagadan, the same, Jnana Sambhayodam, the same. So it associates with the pleasant feeling, and also it associates with the, it right together with the pleasant feeling and associate with the wisdom. But Sasaṅgārena, in the previous Pasma Kusala Jeda, the Buddha didn't mention whether it is a Sasaṅgārika or Asaṅgārika. Okay, nothing explained, but it means. But in this paragraph, the Buddha purposely provided sasaṅgārena. Then uh, with this word, we can understand what. So this is the previous word is asaṅgārika, asaṅgāra. That's why in the Abhidhamma Sangha, when you study Abhidhamma Sangha, for the first Mahakusala Jeda, Somnasa Sagada, Jnana Sambhayodam, Asaṅgārika Megam, Sasaṅgārika Megam, like that. Anuruddha, the author of Abhidhamma Sangha, try to make it easy for us. Somnasa Sagada, Jnana Sambhayodam, Asaṅgārikam Ekam, Sasaṅgārikam Ekam, like that. Okay. So next one. So yeah, second type of consciousness. Okay. So not much different. So the same thing we can understand. There are three Mahavada. Okay, like a previous consciousness. There will be Dhamma Vavutana Vada, but everything is what abbreviated with a Bayala. So you see in Pali. Paragraph number 146, there you will see pa, 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 okay? So Bayala, it is abridged. So if we, they don't write anymore because they are the same, almost the same. So there are three sessions, three main sessions, Dhammavavadana Vada, the first session, and then Gotthasa Vada, and then Sunyata Vada, there will be. Nakivalanja Mahavada Eva. Okay, not only the sessions are the same, the structure or the chitta, but also every word. Okay, the word that should be mentioned in this is second chitta also, the same with the previous chitta. Okay, so Ido Barambi Abhuva Bada Wananayiwa Karisama. Ido Barambi. After the second class of consciousness, we shall comment on new words only Abhuva Bada. Okay, Abhuva Bada. Bhuva means previous. Bada means what? Bhuva Bada previous. Abhuva Bada means which is not yet mentioned previously. Okay, Abhuva Bada. Wananam means what? Comment or explanation. Krisama, I will make, or we will make explanation only on the new words. The Abhuvabhara means the new word. Okay. Imas Mendawa Dudiya Jeda Nete say here. Sasaṅgārena the Ida Ewa Abhoban. So in the whole in the explanation, exposition of the whole second Mahakusala Jeda, only one word is different. Abhoba. Okay, new word. What is that? That is Sasaṅgārena. Okay. So Ida Meva Abhoba. Dasato, what is the meaning? Dasa ato, it is the meaning of this word. Saha Saṅgārena di Sasaṅgāro. Okay. with the meaning sankhara. It's a new word with meaning with the sankhara. The import is with the external plan, effort, instigation, expedient, totality of causes, pachaya ganani. Okay, pachaya ganena. What is sasankhara? Okay, sankhara, sasankhara, the word sasankhara. Sankhara, saha. So you see, Samanita Babada is the word to be explained. Explained is a sasankharo. Okay, or sasankharena. Then commentator provide saha, sankharena. Okay, uh, Sankharena is explained as a Sankharena, no different at all. But the sa, for the sa, commentator use the replace with the word saha. Okay, here that indicate that the saha sa in the sa Sankharena. Okay, in the word sa Sankharena, sa represent the saha, or sa is a kind of the word that change from the sa, from the saha. Okay, and also it means the meaning is together. Okay, so what is sasankhara? Sankhara here in the following page, following lines, sankhara is explained. Sasankharena, sabayogena. Okay, you can take note the word. Sasankharena means sabayogena, sa ubayena, bachaya gananena. Okay, the import is with the external plan. Okay, effort, payoga. Okay, effort, and then ubayena, instigation. Okay, instigation. So you need to be instigated by others. Okay, or expedient, and then totality of the causes. Pachaya ganena, gana means a group, or totality here, totality of the causes. So sasankara means like that. So sometimes you need to make an effort, the external plan. So not only here, external, but also internal. Sometimes once you see the Buddha uh, without any uh, your own encouragement, you don't even need your own encouragement. You instantly bow down the Buddha. Okay, that is asankara. Asankara. So sometimes you are reluctant to bow down or to offer something to the Buddha or to worship. But you have to encourage yourself. Okay, you have to encourage yourself. So at that time, what happened? This is sasankara. Okay, you not instigated by any other external forces, external things or conditions, but you yourself have to uh, encourage. Padaya sasakarena sabbayogena saubayena pachayaganena the atho. Here commented translator also provide with the external plan, effort, instigation, expedient, totality of the causes. By what totality of the causes? That is, what is the totality of the causes? That is object, etc. Okay, the first main type of consciousness arises with that instigation, that expedient, the second type arises. Teniwa sabbayogena saubayena idam upajati. Okay. Yena hi aramanadina bhajayagananena pathamanjeta upajati. So by seeing the Buddha image, the Buddha statue, that is the object, okay, you encounter. So without that object or without any other object, so Makusala Jeda will not arise because without taking the object. Pachaya, and also you pay attention, okay? You pay, even though there is an object, but if you fail to pay attention, then you will not, that will not be a condition for the Makusala Jeda to arise. So also, what? Something like a light or, okay? So if you keep a Buddha statue in the darkness, in the dark room, you cannot see. So these are also Bachya Kanana. Okay. So many conditions are there for the to left by the object for the Chitta to arise. Okay, with that effort, with that instigation, also that consciousness arise. This is the second Makusala Chitta arise. Here, how it happens in the following paragraphs, it is given here. I will read. That should, it is right there. For instance, in this dispensation, a certain bhikkhu dwelling in a Buddha monastery, when the time has arrived to sweep a courtyard or the shrine, or to attend the Edda, or to listen to the Dhamma, then thus. So when it is time for the cleaning time, sweeping time, or Dhamma, or maybe evening service, or Dhamma talk time, and so on. So because he is living in a corner, or a little bit distant place, so here what do you think? It is too far to go and come back. I will not go. Okay, it is too far to go and to come back. Maybe you can find something like it's rainy, it's very hot to go there and so on. So I will not go. Then he thinks again, it is improper for a bhikkhu not to sweep at the courtyard, not to attend the elders, and not to listen to the Dhamma. I will go and goes. Okay, so he has to encourage it by himself. So he reflect that it's not proper. As a monk, I should not behave like this, and so. Now, whether it is from the self-instigation, his own, has to instigate by himself, or whether he has been admonished by another, pointing out the disadvantage in not doing one's own duty, etc. So sometimes there's your friend or your seniors or your teacher or your parents, they point out and admonish. So it is not good for you to be like this, to be lazy, or so some disadvantage they point out. Then because of their instigation, and now sometimes they just mention encourage, okay, encourage, pointing out the advantages, okay, pointing out the advantages of doing such a duty, fulfilling such a duties, or whether he has done his duty by being impelled thereto by such a word as come and do this. His moral consciousness is said to have been rising by the external blood. So sometimes because of the force or order, okay, you must come and do it because of this. So these are the what? By the totality of the causes. So second Makusala Jeta arises. Okay. A very clear point is you have to be feel reluctant to do something good, or okay. So but you actually do it. Finally you do it. So sometimes we also have been very lazy today. I don't want to eat. I don't want to read. I don't want to recite. I don't want to meditate. After some time, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. He said, not good, not proper. So I have to encourage by myself to do this thing. And then I actually do it. So, but that jeta will be sasankarika jeta, second class. Okay, second class Mahakusala Jeta. And also sometimes you are related, but your friends are very good. Oh, come on, let's go in chanting, or let's go in practice meditation. Then that's time also. Even though you feel reluctant in the very beginning, you actually do it. So, but it is a second class sasankarika. Okay, so the other things are the same with the first Mahakusala Jeta. Then go to the third Mahakusala Jeta. So paragraph number 147 and 148, page number 38, 39, okay, 38, 39, and then 40. Huh? Okay, 38 and 39 only, and the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali, Tatiya Jeta. So first Jeta, second Jeta, you already have a Abhidhamma Sangha, you have studied. That's why very easy for you to understand. First Jeta, Mahasomnasa Sagata Jnana Sambiyuddha Asankarika. Second Jeta, Somna Sagata Jnana Sambiyuddha again. And then what? Sasankarika. That's the difference. But for the third Jeta and fourth Jeta, they are also the same with the pleasant feeling. They ride together with a pleasant feeling. But different is they are not associated with they don't associate with the jnana, wisdom. Okay, lack of wisdom. Jnana vibhiyuddha. And then Buddha, then they will have what? Asankarika and sasankarika. That jeta will be asankarika. Fourth jeta will be sasankarika. So, very little jnana vibhiyuddha. So here, Tati Jnane na Vibhiyodam, Jnana Vibhiyodam, yeah, Vibhiyoda, dissociate, okay, dissociate from, okay, Jnana, dissociate with the, dissociate with the wisdom. Yeah, the user is dissociate from, okay, dissociate from wisdom, knowledge. Jnanena, with the wisdom. Jnanena Vibhiyoda, Jnana Vibhiyoda. Tatiya Tapurisa Samasa compound. Idam bihi aramani hatha bhata hoti prechindaka jnanam panitha na hoti. So how it is jnana vibhuda? So trying to elaborate. This consciousness also takes the pleasure in the object. Okay, it takes pleasure in the object. So hatha bhata hoti aramani. So whatever he see object, whatever object he see or she see, then happiness arise. Some pleasant. Okay, take any object as a pleasant. Okay, but here there is a no discriminating knowledge. Okay, no discriminating jnana. Pana ita na hodi. Prechindaka jnana is a discriminating knowledge. So they go what? Prechindaka jnana. Here didn't mention what is that. In the commentator, Prechindaka means trying to analyze. Okay, whether it is beneficial or not, or good or bad, or when advantage or disadvantage and so on. So not able to how to say analyze. So that is so he when someone has a lack is a lack of such a wisdom, that's a gonyana vibhiyuddha. Okay. That's a then he accommodated trying to give an explanation or the what with the simile or the what simile or the young boys. Okay, young boys. It should be regarded as a consciousness arising in young boys. Okay, Tahara Kumara. Dahara Kumaragana Bekun Deswa. So they see a monk. Ayantiro Mashanti, this is our Eda, this is my Eda, this is my monk. And they show respect, bow down. When saluting the, okay, show respect. So as a child, he don't know. But when he see the monk, he feel very happy and they say, this is my monk. Mine Sayadaw and so on. So, and then ready to make a vow now, but he has no discriminative knowledge because he don't know much about by paying homage and like this, there will be such a benefits or and so on. You don't know. So that sort of thing. So another time is what? Another time is show respect when the saluting the Sharai. Okay. As a young boy, he may sometimes he may visit to the Shwedagon Pagoda, now they closed. Shwedagon Pagoda. He may visit and then he bound he feel very happy to be with her, to be there. But he has a Somanasa is there, but he has a no discriminative wisdom. And also sometimes he may have a time to listen the Dhamma. Okay. Sometimes he go maybe children, young boy or girls to go together with the parents to the monastery to listen the Dhamma. So because he is in a new environment, he may be happy to see the monk or to hear the voice of the chanting or Dhamma preaching, but he may not have such a discriminative understanding, knowledge. So at that time, so Mahakusala Jita rise, but the Somanasa, but the no Jnana Sambiyuddha. Okay, Amoha is no Amoha is there. Okay, Aloba and Adosa are present there. And then Pali and Baneta, Satta Sutane Subanya Bariha Yadi. Okay, in the Bali. So if you read Dhammasaṅgaṇī Bali, okay, in the 7 cases, Panya, you will not find Panya in the 7 cases. So when you read Bhasma Kusala Jeta, first paragraph, or the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, there you can find where Panyindriya. In the case of Indriya, Panyindriya, one case. Okay, and also in the case of the Meganga, you will see Samadhi. Okay, two places, Samadhi and then Panyindriya. So also when in the case of the Bala, there you will see Banya Balam. And then in the case of the Mula, okay, there you will see Amoha, Alobo, Adoso, Amoha. So in the case of the Sujarita, okay, then there will be, you will see Samadhi. How many? Four cases you got it. And then you go down and then Sati Samajanya. Samajanya is the Banya. 5. Samatha Vipassana. Okay. Vipassana is a Banya. So these things you will not find these things in the where? In the Stata Jeda. These things you will not find. 7 cases. Okay. In the 7 cases, you will not see. Okay, Banya. So you try to compare with the first Mahakusala Jeda and then the third Mahakusala Jeda. The first paragraph only. Okay. In the case of Indriya, okay, Indriya there is no Banya Indriya, and also Meginga there is no Samadhi, Bala no Banya, and then Aloba Adosa Amoha there is only Aloba Adosa, 4 places. And then Anabhija Abhyavada Samadhi we have. Okay, they are part in the Tattva. There is no Samadhi 5. Okay, and then that's why it's a Sati Sambhajanya. Only Sati is available in the Tattva. And then Samatha Vipassana case, Vipassana is not available in the uh, Tadma Kusala Jeta. All in the 7 cases. Okay. That's why commentator is Bali and Banita Sada Sutane Subanya Parihayati. Okay, Parihayati. Parihayati means what? Legs. Okay, Parihayati, where? How to translate? But in the desert here, understanding is lacking in 7 places. Okay, maybe commentator, translator trying to provide. Understanding as here. Understanding as a controlling faculty. Okay, Indriya. And then Bala, Path, Mega, Root, Hetu, cause of action, Kamapata. And then one of the pair is omitted. One of the pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, one of the pair, but the two of the pairs. Okay. Sati Sambhajanya, 1 pair, and also what? Samatha Vipassana, also another pair. So two of the pairs is omitted. Okay. So this is about the Tattva Jeta, Mahakusala. So also, if we go to 4th Jeta, Charuda Chedevi Isiwanayo, Idambana Sankharina Diwajanado Yada. So only the difference between that Mahakusala Jeta and the 4th Mahakusala Jeta is what? Sasankharina, okay? Sasankharina, you will see only page number 40, paragraph 1 paragraph only, 149. There the Buddha mentioned, Yasmin Samaye Kamawajaran Kusalan Chetan Obana Hodi, Somnaza Sagadan, Yana Vibiyudan, Sasankharina, only that. Okay, the same method should be taken because it is said to be with the external plan. Okay, Sasankharina. We may regard it as obtained, so condition, example, given by the Atthakatha. At such time, when the parents catch hold of the young boys by the head and make them pay homage to the shrine, etc. So sometimes children are very naughty. So even in front of the monks or Chidiya, Pagoda, Buddha statue, they are, how to say, they are not yet ready to be bound down to make a homage, to pay homage to the Dhamma, to the Sangha, to the Buddha statue. At that time, what do you have to do? As a parents, you hold their hand and then make him bow down. And also, sometimes childs are very, how to say, are very young. That's why they cannot raise their joint palms. So you make it joint palms, and then make them pay homage to the tribajim or statue. So sometimes the boys, girls become very happy, but no wisdom, as well as with the uh, instigation. It happens through the instigation by the parents or elderly persons. So that is about the 4th Mahakusala Jeta. So the same thing. So every Jeta the Buddha preached in the 3 main sessions. Dhammavavadana, Kothasa, and then Sunyata Vada. Okay, don't lose the sight that the Buddha explained that the condition in which Mahakusala Jeta arises in a different manner, but whatever manner it arises, there is the states are there, but you will not find any. What you will see is only the process, okay? But no basm, no men, no women, no other, okay? at all. So with that, I also would like to encourage you to see your mind. Okay, whenever whatever Mahakusala Jeta arises in your mind, so trying to see as a process, not as my mind. My mind is a very good. My concentration is a very bright today, something like that. That's, even though it's good for the encouragement, but it's a one way or another. It is encouraging to strengthen our clinging, our wrong view. So thank you so much for your listening. Wish you good luck.
Sayadaw,
Hmm.
I have a question, Sayadaw.
Okay.
Yeah, so the explanation of the word sasankara,
Yeah.
the commentary says saha sankarenati sasankaro. So
Mhm.
in the word sasankaro, so the instrumental meaning is already in there,
Yeah.
right? Because it explains as saha sankarena. But then so why in the Pali the Buddha said sasankarena? So we have like double instrumental.
Sankarena. Because the we have to look at where. Wait. Pali. Mm-hmm. 146, right?
Yeah, 146.
Paragraph number 146. Sasankarena. Mm-hmm. Sasankarena. By means of. Okay. So Sasankarena instrument again. By means of the external forces. Okay. So Sasankarena. So in the Vigaha level, so we have a two level. So Saha Sankarena, that is a Vigaha level. Okay. Vigaha means that they are trying to analysis level. And then also after the Nipana level. Nipana is the already made up. Okay, the what is already made. So here, commentator gave a sasankaro. Okay, sasankaro here where? Mhm. Saha sankarena di sasankaro. Dina saha sankarena. Mm. So, but in that case, we have to understand that what kind of a samasa. This is a kind of a samasa, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, what kind of samasa it would be?
It should be the Bahupi Samasa.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. Because Bhobi Samasa is in the Bhobi Samasa, the Inya Badate Su Bhobi they call, right? Inya Badate. Inya Bada. The other word is main word. Okay?
Yeah,
Other word. Not the word that contain in the current word. But here in this current word, the Saha and the Sankara, both of them are not main word. Okay, but the main word, the word that plays a very important role is Anyabada, another word. Okay,
yeah.
so in that case, Saha Sankarina Yo Bhavodadi di Sa Sankaro, something like that, we have to make a Bhavihi Samasa, right? So in that case, what do we get is Maha Kusala Tudiya Jeda. Okay, here in this specific context, Maha Kusala Tudiya Jeda. So Maha Kusala Tudiya Jeda that arise together with the instigations. Okay, so
Yeah, so why in the Pali, why is it not sasankarang? Because it modifies jitang in the front. So it's also I mean Bahubihisamasa. So why is it not sasankarang? Why the Buddha said sasankarena?
Sasankarina, yeah, that point. So if we can have we can simply say what Sankharina also enough. But here the point is that so if we take Maha Sasankhara, okay, as a Bahobi Samasa, then it will refer to Mahakusala Jeta. So we
Yeah.
have to keep it in a first, how to say, nominated case indeed, right?
Yeah.
Mahakusala, Mahakamawajara, Upala Jeta, Upanam, right? Sasankharan, right? Sasankharan, Upanam. So that with the nominated case indeed. But here we put it, the Buddha put it here in the instrumental case in the why. So maybe another reason, it may not be what? Sasankarina, wait, let me check more. Ina Pachayaganina, by means of the totality of the causes. Idang obejati. Okay, Tenewa. Because of this. Okay. Idang obejati. So Mahakusala Jeta arise. Second Mahakusala Jeta arise. Because of, okay, by means of, yeah, that point. In that case, we cannot take Mahakusala Jeta as a Sasankhara. Okay, so with the word Sasankhariga does not modify Mahakusala Jeta. Okay, here, according to that commentary, here the commentator explained that Sasankharena, Sabbayogena, Saubayena, and also what collectively said is that Aramanadina Pachayaganena. Okay, so if you pay attention to the word Sasankharena, Sabbayogena, Saubayena, okay, this is what are with the sa. But the last word, Pachaya Ganena. Okay, there's a no what? No sa at all. So it means what? Sasankarena means Pachaya Gana. Okay. Sasankara does not refer to the Mahakusala Jeta. Okay. In the Anyabodhi Samasa, if we make it, if it refers to the Bhobi Mahakusala, second Mahakusala Jeta, so Sasankara should be kept in the what nominated case indeed. Okay. But here it used with the instrumental case indeed. Okay. That's why not the same thing. Sasankara does not refer to the first Marcus, second Marcusala Jeta. But the whole Sasankara refer to the Pachaya Kana. Okay, totality of the causes. Okay, that point.
Yes, it's very clear. So it's not Pahupi Samasa.
It may be Bhobi Samasa, but we can say Yod Dhamma Jadi. Okay, so something like a kind of a Dhamma. Okay,
Yeah.
not referring to the Mahakusala Jeta. It refers to the Pachayakana led by the Aramana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Sayadaw. Yeah.
Good luck. So by
Thank you, Sir
reciting
Priang.
Buddha, huh? Buddha
Jindu di Bade Priang.
okay. Buddha Sasana Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasana Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasana Jiran Daitadu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.